Yeah, but Mustang's out of the yard, out of the damn backyard. So she look like clean. Got some rust. Let me fix that. Tail light still look good. Got little spots. Nothing look too bad. Got a new top inside. Not too bad. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just gotta fix the latch. That's it. She still look good though. Gotta fix this shit. This shit is fucking fiberglass piece of crap. That's that aftermarket fiberglass shit. Now I cut them out of metal, so this is the motor. The motor came out of Lincoln LSC. I just strapped it, took the fuel injection off, and put a carb on it. A quick fuel joint. But I dug that bitch out of here. She was right there by the tree stump. Yes, sir. Back at the Mustang. Right here we have an ignition switch. So this won't start by the key. So I would have to always jump it by the relay. So, you know, I don't want to keep jumping it from the relay. Eventually I'll add a push button start to it, but right now we're going to have to take the steering column apart because that ignition switch is right underneath this column here. So we're going to take these screws out. It should be all Phillips head. Then we're going to take the column off and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, this is what's going on. This is the bottom cover for the steering column. So you see this plug here, it goes into this little box. And that's the ignition switch. So the ignition is there. That's the ignition key, tumbler, and that's the switch. That's what tells the car to crank over the starter. So, you know, all the signal goes through here. There's a little rod in here. And it clicks over and engages the starter. So we're going to take that off. We're just going to take this top cover off too. Right here. Take that cover off. There will be two little prongs in here. You can see those prongs right there. So these two. 1, 2. Pop that shit off. Then put the new ignition switch in. Then plug it all up. And then hopefully your shit start. If it don't, it's the damn wire. But we're gonna keep going. So back to the Mustang again. You know, I do a little something to this damn thing every day so far. But anyway, right now I'm still working on this goddamn ignition switch. This one here has these little prongs on it. So basically, you know, I tried all different ways to pop it off. I looked it up. There's no real information on how to remove these things. So I'm gonna have to just like tap them out and figure another way on how to put the new one in there. I don't know, I'll figure it out once I get it off, but camera on dropping. It's my goddamn phone again. But anyway, I don't know why my voice sounds like that. But anyway, we're gonna take that off somehow. I'm gonna grip it with some vice grips or some shit and try to pry it off. without damaging anything else except that. I got a new switch, so if I gotta break the damn switch to get it off, then I'll break the switch, but I want to try to properly do it without breaking it, so that way at least I could show you guys how to do it without just tearing shit up. I know this is an 84 Mustang, and all the information I found on it, it was older Mustangs, 89s and higher, and they had that T25 Torx bit, security Torx bit, so this one don't have it, so I ran out of luck. So let's see what we can do to get that off, and we'll be back with you. Yeah, just like I figured. You take a pair of vice grips, try to grab onto a little piece of it, and you spin it. And it's just a screw. Let me level out for you. Yeah, this is hard, so you just screw that off. And there's a screw. So if I find the size of this thread, I just replace it with like a Phillips head. So that's the next thing I do. But you pull this off, so you know my key position is in the off position, so not moving nowhere. Pull that off. It's going to fall out, but there you go. Give it a bolt. You take it off. You see there's a little rod right here. That's what moves when you turn the key, and that's what ignites it and sends power to the little switch to send a circuit from one side to the other side. So let's put the new one on. See what we fucking with. Alright, we got the old and the new. Door latch joint from AutoZone. Everything should be the same. This one just got a little metal clip on it. It just holds it in place while you put it together, so these two pieces don't come apart. The plastic and the metal, kind of like how this one is a little bit. You can see the little gap. Squeeze the gap. I don't even see that, but so anyway, let's put the new one on. See if we get any difference. Get it to crank. If you don't crank through the key, then we check some wires. But I think it's this. We'll see. Where is it located? Let's see. Let's line it up the same way. Yeah. Alright. So all you gotta do is make sure you line it up with that. I should show you, right? It's hard to do it with one hand, motherfucker. How you line it up, put it in, it lines up with the slot. That little slot piece, that little bar hanging out. Just make sure it goes into this hole right there. And you're super gravy. Alright, let me tie it up. And I guess we'll try to test it before we put everything back together. Just in case I gotta try to test a couple of these wires in here, so. Alright, we'll see. Alright, back underneath this damn Mustang hood. I done changed the ignition switch, so the ignition switch is changed, everything put back together. But still, you can see I got a jump box on it. It still won't start from the key. Everything's there, fuel pump's on, everything's on. So the next thing to try, I check the wires. I'm getting power to the starter relay, starter solenoid, whatever you want to call it. That's what those are. What that is. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that. So we're going to do one over here. Alright, you know, fucking Pep Boy special. Oh, don't mind that. That's with my water hose. Pep Boy special. Oh shit, that's $25. Open the box. And this is the one I got. So a little more heavy duty. Let's see. This should crank up by the key after I install that. So I'm gonna load that one. Clean up the ground contact and then install this one.
These tools is nice. I never seen no shit like that.
Alright, that's what it's looking like. Looking good, looking good. We gotta get the boys to come back. We're gonna chop these down. Take those all the way down. That's good. I gotta clean up the yard. We're gonna Monty. There's no more tree on the Monty.